So yesterday, ArenaNet released a new update, and it included 6 new relics. I'm Surma, and in this short video, I'm gonna show you my first reaction that I had on stream to these relics. Enjoy. But let's take a look at the relics I'm really interested in. Then I heard that they are quite good, so let's do a quick checkup. So Relics of Geysers is a new one. Restore endurance to allies when you grant them vigor. It's exactly the same, I think, as the Tempest trait actually. And it's on a 5-second internal cooldown in PvP. But it's still quite strong, so you can actually give quite a lot of endurance around you. I'm not sure if you would run that even on a support Tempest, just because it's quite a drop. You have to drop a lot of possible other good relics, but I think it's a really cool design, especially for World vs. World. I think it's really good. And it might even see play in PvE if you need a lot of dodges. Might be really good on dodge classes that want to have vigor. It's really interesting, I like it. It's a cool support relic, definitely. And Relic of the Mount Baldria. After using an elite skill, create an area underneath yourself. Standing in this area increases your outgoing strike damage. So for the next 6 seconds you have a 15% DPS increase if you stand still, and on a 30 seconds ICD. So the question now is, would you run that on a PvE build? Probably not, it's not worth it. And in World vs. World, maybe on a Staff Neckline Tempest, but even then I'm not sure if that's worth it. 15% get other relic procs that are rather close, I'm not sure. It might be worth it, but in PvP I don't see a possibility. Depends, the radius is 240, it's not that great. I'm not sure. I think it's okay, but it's not crazy good. And the counterplay is medium, it's not crazy good. Relic of Reunification, that's an interesting one. Gain Frost Aura and Light Aura after using a healing skill, 20 seconds ICD. It's really good, I think, on a Tempest, because it procs the Aura trait twice, so it gives a lot of passive stuff. And I would say it's a lot of healing on the healing skill as well. I think you could run this on a Tempest. Any other class, I'm probably not sure if you would run that. Maybe on a Catalyst, but even on a Catalyst I think it's not worth it. I'm not sure. But it's interesting. Definitely very interesting. Really cool. That is such a new, interesting relic. I like it. Let's see if we can make a build out of it. I think in World vs. World you could also make some nice builds with that. So let me see. Relic of the Beehive. That's an interesting one. After using a lead skill, release a wave of pheromones. It causes bees to swarm enemies struck. That's interesting. I'm not totally sure if you would use that in any... I mean, maybe on a poison soul beast or something, but in PvE it's too less. I think it's not enough damage. I mean, it's some damage, but other relics are way better. I think on a poison beast, maybe. Yeah. Maybe on some thief builds. But you would try. Don't see it in competitive mods, to be honest. It's not. Maybe on a poison beast, but I think it's okay. It's an interesting one. Hopefully it has a good effect, visual effect. I'm not sure. Let's see. What else do we have? Relic of the Mist's Tides. That's a really strong one. Cleanse a condition from yourself when you successfully combo a field with a leap or blast finisher. So it's exactly the same trait as the Earth trait in of Elementalist, the Grandmaster one. And it might be really strong on Dagger Catalyst. Or actually on a lot of other builds that have leap and blast finishes, mostly that are Elementalist, I would say. But it's a cool relic. It has some interesting, so you have to think about your combos. That's really cool, I think. At the same time, you also lose another relic spot, so you could not gonna use a different one that might heal you or something, but it might be really cool if you, for example, going for some water and not earth trade line, and then you still have the Condi Cleanse. That's really cool, actually. I think I really like it. Opens up a lot of possibilities for other builds, I would say, that need Condi Cleanses. It's really cool. At least on Elementalist. I think all other classes are a little bit less likely to have that. I think you could go maybe for a Mirage build or something, really experimental, I'm not sure, but I like it. What do we have as well? Relic of the Steam Shrieker. Burn nearby enemies when you successfully combo a water field with a blast or leap finisher. That's really interesting. The radius is quite small. You might consider that on a Fire Weaver or something, but at the same time, you drop something else for it. I'm not sure if you would run that. I think it's a nice, but it has to be a water field. So at the same time, I think in PvE it's completely dead. You would never use that. In World vs. World PvE, maybe on Elementalist, but everything else, I think it doesn't make that much sense. A water field that gives you then burn around you, it's weird. It's really weird. I think it's a nice idea, so it's something cool, something new, but it's not crazy good, I would say. So I would say they're actually quite interesting. I like them. I think most of them are actually not that counterable, so that you can't really counterplay them, but I think it's really nice. I think it's cool. I think the relics are really good. But that's my first impression. I, of course, look out for videos on my YouTube channel, my streams, where I test them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you in the